Well, Commissioner King is a tough act to follow, and nonetheless, I'll have to do that. So, my name is Tom Hilliard, and I'm a senior fellow at the Center for an Urban Future. And the center has been involved in GED and high school equivalency issues for several years, because we see it as a crucial component of economic mobility in New York State. And we see it as a system that is broken, a system that has a severe dysfunction. And the problem that we are trying to face, that we're dealing with, is roughly 2.8 million New Yorkers over the age of 16 who are out of school or who have dropped out of the K through 12 system and lack a high school diploma, and their chance of entering a well-paying job or career are limited. According to one estimate, by 2018, the New York economy will create 6 times as many jobs for adults with a post-secondary degree as it will for high school dropouts. So, in my short time here, I wanted to give you 5 key facts about what that means for New York States. So, fact number 1 is, I think, a fact that people here are familiar with, but let's get it out of the way. In 2011, New York State had a GED pass rate of 58%, the second lowest pass rate in the country, just ahead of Mississippi. 43,000 people completed the GED exam, but only 25,000 passed it, which means, doing the math, 18,000 people didn't pass it, and of those, somewhere about 40 to 50% will never take the test again. They will walk away and spend the rest of their lives without a high school equivalency. Fact number 2, what drags down the pass rate in New York State is people who come in for the GED test without taking a prep course beforehand. In other words, they do not prepare, or at least they're certainly not taking a publicly funded preparation course. The 2011 pass rate for people who took a GED preparation course was 76%. Not bad. For those who didn't, 46%. So preparation matters, but only 36% of those who took the test received publicly funded GED test prep services. Now, a lot of people would say, you know what, low pass rate is bad, but we've had it for a long time, and it's the price we pay for broad access to the GED, which provides broad access to a high school equivalency. But I'm not so sure that that's true. The acid test of access is the share of all eligible adults who get a high school equivalency. Fact number 3 is that New York has one of the worst access rates in the country. Of all those adults age 16 or over, in a given year, in 2011 for example, 0.9% obtained their HSE. So if you look at this sheet, this tells you where we are on a fairly important fact. So, despite a fairly generously subsidized adult education program, we have the 9th lowest access rate in the country. So, something is wrong. The system is not functioning properly. Fourth, as Commissioner King mentioned, ACE acknowledged, and I think bravely acknowledged, that the GED itself has only limited value for most people who receive it. The payoff for all but the most disadvantaged is in getting a post-secondary credential. But according to the GED Testing Services study, Crossing the Bridge, of those who obtained the GED in 2003, only about 35%, maybe a little more, entered a post-secondary institution within the next 6 years. Of that 35%, only 12% of them obtained a credential within 6 years. So all told, about 4% of the people who earned a GED in 2003 got a post-secondary credential. So clearly there is a need for action. Fact number 5 is that the impact of raising the cost of the GED for most states will be severe. According to CLASP, the median fee for those states that charge a fee is about $75. And that leaves another is $75, and that means that they will have another $45 that they have to make up. And then, of course, they will also have to add funding for professional development and conversion to computer-based testing. So all the states are looking ahead rather anxiously to the cost that they will have to bear, and then the question is who will bear those costs and how will they be borne? And it is that dilemma which brings us to the subject of today's conference. Thank you.